Hey everyone, in this video, let's go over the quiz review for number 29. So please make sure you write all your answers in red. So what is the workspace? So the workspace is how you will be creating your designs. It's comprised of an artboard, the tools, the panels, and the application bar. And here's a quick look through. You have the application bar at the top, tools over here on the left, panels right here on the right. The document window is the gray, and then the artboard is that white paper looking square in the middle of your workspace. So the next question is, do you get to the workspace? So I had to do a little bit of MacGyvering because this computer isn't updated with what I need. So to get to the workspace, when you first open up Adobe Illustrator, you go to this startup screen and then you press New. And let me show you what happens after that. After you press New, you'll come to this presets page where you have to pick what size you want, whether it's web, print, give it a name, the height, the width, inches, orientation, all of this stuff. This is presets. And then you just press Create. And here you are. And now you are in the workspace, right? Tools, the panels are over here on the left. And you have, of course, your artboard, that white paper looking thing in the middle. Now, going back to our quiz question, what is the artboard and which of the following is not true about the artboard? Can you draw on it? Can you add multiple artboards? You can only work with one artboard, or you can change the size of the artboard. So let's take a look. So here's our artboard. When I click on the artboard icon, one of the question is, the question is, what is an artboard? So the artboard is the place inside of the workspace where you put your design, right? So one of the questions is, can you change the size? Yes, you can. So that's not the answer because you can change the size. Can you add multiple artboards? Why, yes, you can. You can add as many as you want. So that is not the answer. Next question is, can you draw on the artboard? Well, yes, you can. Look at there, a little smiley face for you and a circle. You can draw on the artboard. So the answer would be C, because the only thing that's not true in that is the fact that you can, the question about can you only use one artboard in one document? That's not true. You can have many. All right, next we're going to learn about the selection tool. Going back to our questions, what is the selection tool? What's the shortcut? What is the anchor? What is a path? What's closed path? And what's an open path? So we will just kind of focus on this artboard right here. So the selection tool is right here on the left, and you can see that the shortcut is the key V as in Victor. You can see it's right there. V as in Victor. You don't even have to press Shift V. It's just V. So what does the selection tool do? So by clicking V, I'm in the selection tool. The selection tool allows you to select objects, but there's no objects here, so I can't select anything. But let's say I put a square, right? So now I have a square. I'll make it a little bit bigger so you can see it's an actual square. Now I have a square in my artboard, and so now I can move it around. I have to go back to the tool or press V on my computer, and now I can just move around. You have to press V or go back to the selection tool, or else when you try and move it again, it'll just continue making shapes because it assumes that's what you want to do because the shapes tool is still selected. So let's kind of zoom in a little bit closer and see what this is all about. So these side little points right here, these are called anchors, right? The squares, and they allow us to move the path. You can see it kind of says anchor right there in pink. I had it and then I lost it. It's okay. It allows us to move the path, and the path is the line of whatever it is that you're working on. A path is a line, and the anchor points are the way that you move the line. So the path is the line, and the anchor points are how you manipulate the path, right? And so this is considered a closed path because all of the anchor points are connected to one another. Now, if I were to draw just a straight line, just a single path, right? The anchor points at the end are not connecting. So this is an open path because the 2 points, the 2 end anchor points are not joined together. Whereas in the square, all of the anchor points are joined together within the path. So this is called a shape, right? A shape is when the lines connect. This is called a path. A path is just a line. Now, if I wanted to, though, and I wanted to add, oh, that was not what I wanted. I'm sorry. So if I wanted to add more lines to my path, I could. Now, this is still up to this point. This is still an open path because I have not yet connected the 2 ends. But the moment that I connect, it becomes a shape. The moment that I connect, it becomes a shape. Right now it's a line, but now it's a shape because I've just connected it. So an open path is just a line where the 2 anchor points don't connect. And a closed path is a shape where the lines are all joined together, right? So that's the review. We're going to be having a test for you guys on Friday. So I hope you study, and I'll see you Friday.